Hi, love.
Hey.
Thank you for your patience. I felt like you were in like the corridor and I'm like calling to the door. Hold on. So welcome to the
Thanks,
show.
Cherie.
Yay. Okay, we have Sai who just bought a badge. Thank you, Sai. Jump on in the queue, my love. I would love for you to come on, Sai. She said you're welcome, by the way. All right, so let's get to it. Um, I'm gonna call you hot dog because I'm about to grill you. No, I'm just teasing. I'm not gonna grill you. It's gonna be a fun chit chat. All right, so let's start with the basics. If you're comfortable giving your age, you can always plead the fifth. But your age and your location.
I just turned 36 and I'm from Hampton, Virginia.
Okay, perfect. Do you have children and do you want any?
I do have two kids. I don't really want any more.
Okay. And I like that, like I said to the last woman, I think it's a great teaching opportunity. I think it's great for us to know what we want because sometimes we could just say, oh, I don't have any preferences. But the reality is, we're not going to be happy when if we get what we don't really, really, really want. So I hear men who are like, I don't want kids. It's like, well, don't let the lady talk you into it because you really don't want them. So two kids, yeah, preferably not. Now, if you meet someone, he's amazing, and he puts a ring on your finger, would you be willing to move out of state?
I would, yeah.
Okay, okay. Speaking of marriage, would you want to be a homemaker after being married, or would you want to be a career woman?
I would prefer to focus on my career.
Okay.
However, I have no problem, doing both and balancing both because I do that as a mom anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't really have a day off of like not cooking and not cleaning. So, I don't mind doing both.
Okay, okay. Now, what about your height? Are you comfortable sharing your height?
I am only, you know what? I believe I'm only 5 feet or 5'1".
Oh,
That's
you're
the
the
last time
perfect size. Okay, okay. So we don't have a lot of differences here. Let's look at the positive. Okay, perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do? What could you be found doing in your spare time? Let's say someone watches your kids for the whole day. You don't have work. It's an extra day you weren't expecting, so you're not allowed to do boring stuff like laundry and sleep. What would you want to do with your spare day?
I love going out to the movies, to dinner, bowling, theme parks, laser tag, all kinds
Ooh,
of good stuff.
okay,
Yeah.
very nice. Do
Yeah.
you have any special skills or talents that people might be surprised to hear about?
I am a writer and
Okay,
I'm working on getting my book published. I finished it earlier this year and
congratulations.
I'm working on getting it published and all that. So, yeah.
Okay. What would you say impressions? Is there an impression that people typically get that maybe they assume incorrectly or what they need to know about you? What's something that you would want people to know about you if they didn't have a ton of time to talk to you?
I'm very funny.
Okay.
I really definitely think that I'm very funny, but I have been told that I look mean sometimes and I don't be meaning to.
Okay. Okay.
I don't mean to.
Okay.
And I think I'm actually working on that because I'm becoming more self-aware.
Okay. Okay.
And it's hot outside. I don't like a whole lot of heat. So if you see me and I look unapproachable, I promise you I
It's so
am.
funny because I was saying to Cherie that, we tend to internalize things. So if somebody is deep in thought and they're kind of like my dad, he makes this face when he's listening really intently. And he also gets like
Hmm.
really, really quiet. My husband does the same thing, really, really, really quiet.
Hmm.
And so because I'm a yeah, girl, I'm that person who gives like the okay, okay, okay. I would think like listening, are you bored? Not realizing that's actually the highest
Hmm.
respect for that person. They're saying, I'm listening so intently, all I'm doing is listening. So it
Hmm.
is really interesting to see how we are perceived and then make the adjustments. And this is where I say to people, it's this balance between you obviously can't be all things to all people. That would be a people pleaser. That's over here. And then there's the person who is like just so self-centered that they're like, I am what I am. This is me. And that beautiful center is kind of like, okay, what is in my power to change? What do I think is not serving me? And let me see what adjustments I can make. So I applaud people who are self-aware enough to even know that.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing with Cherie. I feel like I keep butchering your name, Cherie. If you let people know that, it could become something that they can lovingly joke with you and ask you about your facial expression. They're like, "Are you mad?" You go, "Oh no, I'm just really hot.
Right.
I'm super hot right now," because we tend to assume the worst. Oh, she's not
Right.
liking this date. No, there's bugs flying around. We're outside.
You know what? The ideal date for me would be somewhere cool with the AC, and then you'll see a smile on my face, but I'm not doing flies. I'm not doing bees. I'm not doing outside picnics, not in 90-degree weather in Virginia.
She said, not the hike. We're not doing the hike. We're not doing the,
Yeah,
no.
we're not doing
We're not good indoors. Okay.
Right.
That's funny. If you guys have any questions, Tay, am I saying it correctly?
Yes.
If anyone has any questions for Tay, now would be a great time to ask it. And let me see. It looks like Sai has not put the request in to join the live. Sai, go ahead and get in the queue. Love, hit that plus sign. I should get my buddy on here too, SC. We got some singles in the house. But any gentleman who wants to ask any questions, you have lovely skin, by the way. It looks flawless.
Oh, thank you. I just be drinking my water.
Look, you gotta do it. Well, perfect.
Thank you.
I will let you have one final thing. If there is anything in particular that you like in a man that you would want to invite into your DM. Oh, and I almost forgot. Please state your IG handle so that the people who are watching this after, because it does not tag you. So please spell out your IG handle for people who are interested in getting to know you.
Yes. So it's going to be at Tae, TAE _ 516.
Okay, perfect. What type of dude should slide in your DM?
I will say this. I do prefer to date men who already have children. And the reason being is because usually they get it. Like, they understand why, the date may have to be canceled and, in the middle of it, if one of my children needs me, or if, God forbid, is sick or whatever, a man with children would understand that, hey, we need to reschedule this date. I'm sorry, I had a good time, when my kids come first. So usually, and I'm not saying that men with kids or men without kids don't understand that, but usually men with kids get it more,
they really do, Or how about this?
They really do.
Kids understand that there's usually not a fantasy about getting back with the father.
Right.
Have you noticed that there's this idea that if she's not with the dad, that she's somehow just secretly pining, and it's hard for them to grasp the fact that you could have a child with someone and have no interest in reconciling with the father. But it's I
absolutely
somebody's ask, and of course I'm like a horrible example because I decided because of my faith that I should reconcile with mine, but it wasn't because I was and swoon. It was because I felt convicted in my faith. So just wanted to share that, because sometimes people just really can't grasp how do you see this person all the time and not have butterflies, and it's very easy to do when the emotions are done.
Yeah, with me, my son's dad and I, we just weren't compatible, and we were together for about 5 years. So when I say that it's over with, it's over with. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
go.
Go
ahead. Yeah, that's my son. Go. Okay.
And a parent will understand.
So yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Well, thank you so much for joining in. If you have any final thoughts you want to say, you're welcome to say them now. And I will also open it up for anyone else who would like to come on. But did you have any closing thoughts for us?
Just thanks to, is it Cherie? It was Cherie, right? Thanks to Cherie for, buying my badge. And I had a good time, and this is a pretty good idea. Yay. So I've been following you for a while now. So thank you for letting me come on. And usually I do the Zooms with you all the time. So yeah, thanks.
Nice. Well, very good. All right, darling, I will see you soon.